The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. If there is disturbance in the camp, the general's authority is weak. In difficult ground, press on; in encircled ground, devise stratagems; in death ground, fight. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. When I have won a victory, I do not repeat my tactics but respond to circumstances in an infinite variety of ways. Be subtle, and use your spies for every kind of business. In the practical art of war, the best thing of all is to take the enemy's country whole and intact. To shatter and destroy it is not so good. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy, do what is great while it is small. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. Walk in the path defined by rule, and accommodate yourself to the enemy until you can fight a decisive battle. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Carefully compare the opposing army with your own, so that you may know where strength is superabundant and where it is deficient. The wise leader's plans, considerations of advantage and of disadvantage will be blended together. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. It is only one who is thoroughly acquainted with the evils of war that can thoroughly understand the profitable way of carrying it on. Therefore, just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. It is a military axiom not to advance uphill against the enemy, nor to oppose him when he comes downhill. He who exercises no forethought but makes light of his opponents is sure to be captured by them. The host thus forming a single united body, is it impossible either for the brave to advance alone, or for the cowardly to retreat alone. Rewards for good service should not be deferred by a single day. He who advances without seeking fame. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike at what is weak. I have heard that in war haste can be folly, but have never seen delay that was wise. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision, to the releasing of a trigger. Violent language and driving forward as if to the attack are signs that he will retreat. We cannot enter into alliances until we are acquainted with the designs of our neighbors. The experienced is never bewildered; once he has broken camp, he is never at a loss. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. All wars are won or lost before they are ever fought. The peak efficiency of knowledge and strategy is to make conflict unnecessary. All men can see the tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. The art of giving orders is not to try to rectify the minor blunders and not be swayed by petty doubts. There are not more than 5 musical notes, yet the combinations of these 5 give rise to more melodies than can ever be heard. Who does not know the evils of war cannot appreciate its benefits. Hence in the wise leader's plans, considerations of advantage and of disadvantage will be blended together. The victorious army is victorious first and seeks battle later, the defeated army seeks battle first and seeks victory later. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. For them to perceive the advantage of defeating the enemy, they must also have their rewards. Rewards for good service should not be deferred a single day. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. There are not more than 5 cardinal tastes, yet combinations of them yield more flavors than can ever be tasted. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. We cannot enter into alliances until we are acquainted with the designs of our neighbors. Prohibit the taking of omens, and do away with superstitious doubts. Then, until death itself comes, no calamity needs to be feared. The captured soldiers should be kindly treated and kept. The quality of decision is like the well-timed swoop of a falcon which enables it to strike and destroy its victim. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. One mark of a great soldier is that he fights on his own terms or fights not at all. He who wishes to fight must first count the cost. Leadership is a matter of intelligence, trustworthiness, humaneness, courage, and sternness. Thus, the expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. Those skilled in warfare move the enemy, and are not moved by the enemy. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy, so that he cannot fathom our real intent. Let your rapidity be that of the wind, your compactness that of the forest. In war, practice dissimulation, and you will succeed. You can ensure the safety of your defense if you only hold positions that cannot be attacked. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. There is no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare. One mark of a great soldier is that he fight on his own terms or fights not at all. The way means inducing the people to have the same aim as the leadership. Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack. If he sends reinforcements everywhere, he will everywhere be weak. In war, practice dissimulation, and you will succeed. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. A wise general makes a point of foraging of the enemy. plan for what is difficult while it is easy, do what is great while it is small.